What's up everyone and welcome back to the MMA Zone. Today, let's get started with streaming site fires back at Dana White for comments. Dana White has made it clear in recent years that he has a no-tolerance policy for illegal streaming. In the past, White has sought to make an example out of online pirates who illegally broadcast UFC events online, going so far as to allege in 2021 that he and the UFC obtained a wiretap to listen to one online pirate's phone conversations leading up to a UFC event. After Dana White's Contender Series on Tuesday, White reacted to comments made by Turki Al-Sheikh earlier in the week, where the chairman of the General Entertainment Authority of Saudi Arabia explained that he believes reducing the price of pay-per-views in combat sports would curb piracy. But Dana White countered by saying that he believes the only way to stop piracy is by prosecuting those who attempt to illegally broadcast events. In response, a popular streaming site known for streaming UFC fights for free took to social media, firing back at White. In one post, the account representing the streaming site wrote, "Good luck." In another, they challenged White, writing, "Come and get it then, Dana." Last month, it was believed that the streaming site had been taken down. However, the account representing the site then took to social media, declaring that they had countless decoy streams and self-replicating servers that would ensure the site would not go down. Next up, let's take a look at Dustin Poirier shuts down UFC fight rumors. While Dustin Poirier has his sights set on returning to the octagon for one more fight, he recently shot down rumors that he would be competing against Colby Covington. A fight between the two has been rumored for ages now. However, Poirier made it clear that he does not want to move up to welterweight, explaining that although he's one of the bigger lightweights, he would be considered an undersized welterweight. Despite all that, rumors circled earlier this week suggesting that Poirier and Covington would share the octagon for the Diamond's farewell fight. During an interview with Fight Bananas this week, Poirier shot down talk of a fight with Covington once again, explaining, quote, "He'll never make money with me. It's BS." So far, there's been no word on who Poirier will compete against in his farewell fight. Following Dan Hooker's recent win over Mattel's Gamrot, many have called for a rematch between the two fan favorites. In addition, a rematch with Charles Oliveira and a trilogy fight with Justin Gaethje have also been widely discussed among fans. However, Poirier has kept things quiet regarding a potential opponent. Next up, let's take a look at Nate Diaz gets into an altercation. In the past, Nate Diaz has shown that he's willing to throw down with anyone at any time. This week, while out at a club, the Stockton superstar got into an altercation with a bouncer. In a video posted on social media, Diaz can be seen getting into a shoving match with the bouncer, before things then appeared to escalate. While the crowd nearby attempted to get bystanders out of the way, several other individuals then came into frame, separating the two men before things spiraled out of control. The MMA community was quick to react to the clip, with one fan writing, "He can't win in the ring, so he fights out of it." Another wrote, 39 years old with kids still acting like this. One weighed in on the clip, writing, "He was about to knock that dude out. Good to see self-control as he pulled his fist back. Bro got lucky." Another joked about Diaz's previous street fights, writing, "Every couple of months we get a random video of Nate Diaz fighting an NPC." One laughed the situation off, writing, "Nate Diaz is always out fighting somebody." As one fan explained, "Diaz don't care who you are, he'll slap the ish out of you." Earlier this year, Diaz was notably hit with a civil suit for choking out a Logan Paul lookalike named Rodney Peterson back in 2023. In addition, leading up to his boxing match with Jorge Masvidal earlier this year, the two teams nearly got into a massive brawl that made headlines. Next, let's take a look at MMA community roasts Jon Jones. During Tuesday's episode of Dana White's Contender Series, the UFC aired a promo video for Jon Jones, highlighting his accomplishments in the sport while backing up the heavyweight champ's case for the greatest of all time. The following morning, Jon Jones posted a screenshot from the promo video on social media. However, the MMA community quickly noticed that in the bottom left corner of the image, the words, "I am ducking Tom Aspinall" could be seen faintly, leading many to believe that Jones was either trolling or was the victim of a troll. The MMA community quickly weighed in, with one writing, "This has to be the greatest next level troll." Another wrote, "I wouldn't doubt that he did it on purpose." One fan roasted Jones, writing, "Jones thought he could delete the post and put it back up, only to accidentally post the same photo again." Another compared Jones to Conor McGregor, writing, "Starting to turn into Conor, tweeting more than actually fighting. We need you back, champ." Another member of the MMA world took aim at Jones, writing, "Most ducks in the heavyweight division." One fan simply wrote, "Fight Tom, no one cares what you did 8 to 10 years ago." Another ripped the heavyweight champ, writing, "Where's the one that says juice head and roid cheat?" One wrote, "Bro, John, why you clip farming? Just fight Tom and we done." Despite fans calling for a fight between Jones and Aspinall, the UFC still has yet to announce a date for the inevitable Jones vs. Miocic fight. Next, let's take a look at Sean Brady furious with fraud-checked comments. Leading up to his main event fight with Gilbert Burns on Saturday, Sean Brady is eager to silence his critics and build on his December victory over Kelvin Gastelum. Ahead of the fight, Brady spoke with media members, where he opened up on the criticism he received after suffering the first loss of his pro career at the hands of Belal Muhammad in 2022. As he explained, members of the MMA community were calling his loss a fraud check, something that didn't sit right with the top 10 welterweight.
I don't understand the fraud check thing. First of all, Twitter sucks. It's a cesspool full of miserable people. It's insane. And I'm not but these people on there are nuts. You never say anything that these guys say to your face. There's some dork in their mom's basement just eating Cheetos. But it's how I got fraud checked, Joey got fraud checked, a bunch of other guys got what's getting fraud checked by a fighter who's in the top 10, top 15? I just don't understand it.
While Brady is looking to build on a win over Kelvin Gastelum, Gilbert Burns is looking to snap a two-fight skid of his own that saw him fall to Belal Muhammad and Jack Della Maddalena in back-to-back fights. Ahead of this fight, Burns spoke with media members this week, explaining that while he's preparing for a war, he's confident he gets an early finish. "I think I'm gonna get a finish. I think half of me wants to go to war. The other half is like, why? We can get in and out, but if the war presents itself, I'll be ready for war. I'm in peace with that. I'm friends with that dark side. I'm not friends with him. If he needs to come out for war, he's gonna come. We'll see. But I believe I can take him out of there before. But if it does go 5 rounds, I'm cool with that too." Ahead of the fight, Brady is currently a slight favorite with -186 odds, while Burns is a slight underdog with +146 odds on FanDuel. Next up, let's take a look at UFC updates. Following this week's episode of Dana White's Contender Series, let's take a look at today's UFC fight updates, starting with a short notice replacement on the upcoming UFC Vegas 97 card on September 7th. With Alessandro Costa forced out of his scheduled fight with Matt Schnell, Cody Durden will now be stepping in to fight Schnell on short notice. Schnell will be looking to snap a 2-fight skid that most recently saw him lose to Steve Erceg. On the flip side, Durden will be looking to snap a 2-fight losing streak of his own that most recently saw him finished in July by Bruno Silva. In addition, reports have also indicated that Jocelyn Edwards will be fighting Tamires Vidal at UFC Vegas 99 on October 9th in a bantamweight bout that will see Edwards look to snap a 2-fight losing streak that most recently saw her drop a decision to Eileen Perez. And on the other side, Vidal will look to snap a 2-fight skid of her own that most recently saw her finished by Melissa Gatto in May. Last but not least, a strawweight fight between Rayan Dos Santos and Alice Ardelin has reportedly been added to the UFC Vegas 99 card on October 9th. The bout will see Dos Santos look to snap a 2-fight skid that's seen her drop 2 split decisions in a row. On the flip side, Ardelin will be looking to bounce back from a July loss to Shauna Bannon. Next up, let's take a look at Dana White looking forward to AI rankings. Recently, Dana White has been going back and forth with members of the MMA world regarding Jon Jones' spot on the pound-for-pound rankings. While many agree with White that Jones is the greatest fighter of all time, many feel as though his inactivity as of late should disqualify him from the active pound-for-pound rankings. Following this week's episode of Dana White's Contender Series, White revealed to media members that he's looking forward to the day that AI can decide the pound-for-pound rankings rather than media members. As he explained, quote, "You know what is effing great about technology? We're not far away from AI actually doing these rankings, and it'll be a great effing day when AI starts doing this ish, so I'm really excited about that." The MMA community was quick to react to the comments, with one writing, "The UFC literally controls who's on the rankings panel, which has an arbitrator who instructs the panel how to vote each week. It's just an arm of their own PR, and all of this is performative." Another wrote, "What the hell happened to Dana? He went from always hating on Jon Jones to this? Why? Jones got something on him or something? Jones is good, but he's not active enough to be the GOAT." One fan joked, "I would love to hear what formula or algorithm they cook up to produce Jon Jones as pound for pound number 1. Losses by DQ plus picograms minus amount of fights in past 4 years equals pound for pound number 1? Another joked that an algorithm for active pound for pound fighters would likely omit Jones, writing, "AI gonna look at 2 fights in 4 years and remove completely." While White has not been a fan of the current pound-for-pound rankings, Jones will have to return to action and defeat Stipe Miocic if he wants to overtake Alex Pereira and Islam Makhachev, who are currently the top 2 active pound-for-pound fighters on UFC.com. Israel Adesanya got into a road rage incident with a man where a verbal altercation ensued. Here's the footage from the altercation. Merab Dvalishvili breaks silence and declines having staph infection after a UFC doctor interrupted an interview live. Here's what Merab had to say about the incident and the infection rumors.
I'm sorry, my friend. UFC doctor just checking me out. They was like looking this, like I have nothing. They thought I have a ringer or like something, but I'm good.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, yeah, he was talking about some sort of antifungal or something like that, right?
Yeah, like I take a picture and then there's a lot of people comment, oh, he has a like, they was thinking I have a staph infection, but I'm good, man. I don't have nothing. As you see, there is no staph infection. Like, no, it's good, but we're gonna use the more cream to heal up. Cut is done. We're gonna use the more cream to just help small to heal up, It's good.
Sure.
I'm good.